Hello everybody, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Les Manley in Lost in LA. The last time you'll recall, we did a bit of wheeling and dealing around Hollywood Boulevard, which ultimately culminated in us retrieving a slightly used computer, a spare map of the city, and a pass to Club Mud. We had several conversations suggesting this is the place we need to come next. And also we needed to be here. This is a trap. Oh, we still need to come into Club Mud, which I find darkly hilarious after all the jokes last time about how, I can't go in a strip club. I'm not that kind of computer game character. And yet we're going to a moderately less sleazy establishment, which is going to be an avenue for even more moderately soft-core photos of whatever models Accolade Games could afford to pay back then. So we are not going in here just yet. Nope, instead we have to leave Hollywood Boulevard and check out two locations we have not been to yet. Even though there is no indication we will need to do this, and we are going to get stuck on this corner, because this game is as well coded as it is insipid. But first, we're going to have to go to Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, the corner of Sunset and Vine. The Tony Leone Hollywood Talent Agency. Tony claims to represent some of Hollywood's brightest stars. Much of his 10% goes for office space here, at one of the most famous locations in Hollywood. And we can look at the woman, the socialite. Like most women around here, she can't pass her window without stopping to check her reflection. Unless you're casting a movie player commercial, or directing a movie player commercial, or producing a movie player commercial, she has nothing to say to you. A Hollywood landmark. Look at the doorman. A status symbol that breathes. Tony Leone thinks the doorman adds a certain touch to his business. He doesn't answer. He's just here to flaunt the fact that Tony Leone refuses to stoop to anything cheap and tacky like an automatic door opener. Some of the up-and-coming stars have passed through these doors. They attain their stardom anyway. Now, we don't need to go in there just yet. No, we have to walk around the corner over here. One sharp turn and Les finds himself in a less savory section of town. And yeah, Loofer Blues Studios. You may remember the advertisement he had in Murray's about shooting movies where you don't need to be on your feet. The shrewd businessman who runs this place understands the value of high visibility advertising. Les looks closely at the faces in the display photos. They seem strangely familiar, and then he realizes he saw them before, in the last new wallet he bought. And studio door. Some of the most beautiful women in Hollywood have passed through these doors. They generally leave quickly, however. No, we don't need to go in there just yet either. But yeah, love the graffiti. Dump Quail. VCTS. No, we need to talk to this specimen here. Entrepreneur. This guy features only the highest quality counterfeits. He has morals, however, because none of his merchandise is actually hot. Psst, hey pal, need any electronic goods? I got it all. Watches, clocks, radios, TVs, stereos, CD players, cellular phones. Okay, how about I give you my credit card? If you give me your credit card, you won't be able to successfully complete the game. Whew, thanks. I guess I almost made a colossal mistake. No problem. Maybe you got something else I could use. Got anything to trade? No, there's nothing I need at the moment. Suit yourself. So how's business? Pretty slow lately with the recession and all. Besides, I don't think this is a very good location. So why not relocate? Well, I would, but I'm too new to this part of town. I don't know my way around here very well. I'll be back if I think of anything I need. Yeah, well, we actually have something he needs, that spare map that we got from the tourists. Thanks, pal. I really appreciate it. Maybe I can find a better location. This one wasn't panning out. Don't mention it. I had 2 maps anyway. Now, how about a little something in exchange? Yeah, like what? That cellular phone you mentioned earlier. A phone for a map? That's not a straight deal. I don't see the line of people waiting to buy that phone, and you do need to improve your location, don't you? I guess you're right. Oh, well, what the heck? Here you go. Thanks. So now we have a cellular phone. Perfect for those unexpected calls. Now this next bit, I don't know if we have to do this before heading to Club Mud. In the distance, Les can see the business district extending for blocks in a maze of high-power office buildings. Yeah, I'm trying to find the way off this map. Thank you. But I'm going to go ahead and stop and do this anyway, because when I was replaying my way through this, I checked a couple of guides, and all of them say, do this now. I think because talking to the entrepreneur opens up the way for you to be able to do this, which is the only time in the game you need your Kmart credit card. And you're going to hate this even more than I do. I just know it. But Rodeo Drive, where even the foliage along the streets is silk. The city planner felt real bushes looked too distressingly natural. This foreign sports car is armed with an anti-theft security package that makes NORAD look like it has an open door policy. Canvas awnings stretched over this exclusive entranceway, protect patients and sidewalk shoppers from non-existent rain and pigeon spoo. I guess spoo instead of poo. Okay, that's the first time I've ever heard that term. The glass protects small before and after holographic representations of Dr. Nick's surgical work. Unfortunately for Les, many of the befores resemble him. And this burly Margaret Beaumont-esque figure, if you put her hand back up to your ear, you'd hear them all. So yes, we're not actually going in here just yet either. We can try. About Les Plastiques. The covered entrance to the offices of Dr. Nicopoulos, known to almost everyone as the Beverly Hills cosmetic surgeon to the stars. A sign on the door says, "Gone golfing, please try back later." Designer label visions dance in her head. Actually, you'll see us a little bit moving down here. That's a pigeon. Oh, great. Nice going, Les. About pigeon spoo. Beverly Hills pigeons leave spoo of a remarkable elasticity due to their diet. Putty like the spoo clings to the windshield with the tenacity of a thick cock. Les can't pry it off with just his fingers. Yes, we need to use the credit card to collect the pigeon poo. More useful than a Swiss Army knife, Les uses the fine edge of his credit card to scrape the bird spoo from the windshield. We are going to need this. Not immediately, but we are going to need this. And that is what we're going to do next. After several third world countries have too low an annual income to afford this woman's shoes, let alone her jewelry. Yeah, just had to click and see what it said about the passerby. But yes, we will need this pigeon poo eventually, not immediately. So we will return to Hollywood Boulevard. For we now have a cell phone. And you'll remember our new friend Blade, who is waiting for a call, but has no phone. So we're going to give him this phone. Hey, thanks. Now I can get that call I've been waiting for. But they don't know your number. I'll call and tell them. But if you already have them on the line, never mind. Say, can you do me a favor in return? Like what? Like helping me get the password to the LAPD database? Alright, my old line of work. This time it won't even be illegal. Hang on. 408-296-8400. Acolyte Tech Support, this is Harry. How can I help you? Is Danny around? No, he's out at the beach playing lifeguard today. Oh, well, maybe you can help me. In Lost in LA, what's the password to the LAPD database? It's L. Hey, wait a minute. We don't give out clues. This is tech support, not a hint line. But I'm standing here with. What do you say your name was? Manley. Lester Manley? I'm standing here with Lester Manley. He can't complete his hunt without the password. Well, I don't know. We really can't give out the password over the phone. Sorry. That's okay. You've already told me enough. Did you get it? Almost. He started to tell me, but then he clammed up. He said L and then stopped. The password must be L something. I'll be able to take it from there. Thanks. See you later. Yeah. Yeah, we can't just guess the password. We have to have this conversation first before we attempt to hack it. And we can't attempt to hack it until we go to Club Mud. Even though we know that Murray's offers free phone jacks, and we now have a computer, but we still don't have a way to boot up our computer. So how are we going to do that? Why, we go to visit Club Mud, of course. This will all make sense, and you're really, really going to loathe this game as much as I do when you find out how. Anyway, we spoke with Bob last time. We will give him our free pass. Little does Les know, as he passes through these doors, he's in for one of the most exciting nights of his life. Later the next morning, okay, I've been playing with the music off. I'm kind of curious now. Yeah, it's the same music that plays on Hollywood Boulevard. You can see now why I've been playing with the music off. And yeah, I just love this image. And not for the obvious reasons, but this is kind of symbolic of the entire thought process behind this game. Because, okay, yes, it's cheap titillation that's barely PG-13. The sort of thing that a teenager playing these games back then would have thought was oh so thrilling and adult. But I just love the expressions on the faces of the actresses here. You know, they clearly are not happy about being here, that their professional modeling career has led them to playing, half-naked woman in an adventure game. And yet, the directors of the game didn't notice this. Or else they were too used to seeing women looking like this and thinking this was completely natural. Because the dialogue that comes up, they're supposed to be smiling and happy and excited, and they don't look like they, care to even put in the effort. Well, the brunette one doesn't, but anyway. About Dominique, the delectable Dominique. On the right we have the magnificent Monique. So let's talk to them. Monique, he's finally awake. Goody. There's a forced smile if ever there was one. Well, where am I? Murray's Hotel. Don't you remember? Les, if it's okay, would you, just once more, for us? Come on, Les, you can do it again, can't you? Oh, of course I can. Here goes. Extended memory refers to memory at physical addresses above 1 megabyte. Oh, yes. Don't stop. Expanded memory, on the other hand, can be accessed directly by DOS through a 64K page frame according to an LIM 4.0 EMS specification. Oh, Les. We just love it when you talk tech. Who would have guessed you really are Caltech students moonlighting for tuition? We're just so lucky you walked into Club Mud last night. Yeah, you're the best match we've had. Match? What match? Don't you remember anything from last night? It's pretty hazy. Maybe you could refresh my memory? Well, you wrestled with us. Did I win? Everyone wins at Club Mud. How'd I end up here? Well, it all started when you wandered into Club Mud. I do like the winsome smile the blonde one is giving to the camera. We were prepping for our match, trying to fire up the crowd a little. Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for our main event. Tonight featuring Delectable Dominique and her partner, Magnificent Monique. Don't let those soft curves fool you. These girls are tough. They make Thelma and Louise look like Laverne and Shirley. Who will be the first to start the bidding? And yeah, this is clearly Murray and Lou in the audience. That guy over there will fight them. No. My friend Lou here will wrestle them. He's not afraid of a couple of well-oiled Amazons. Hey, you get in the ring. I'd wrestle him, but I have a bad back. Gentlemen, I can't believe no one has the courage to pit his strength against these two lovely ladies. Where's a volunteer? Look at those legs, those faces. Come on, someone here must want to practice contact sports. How about that guy over there, the one who just came in? And there you were, Les, with your free pass. It was fate. After giving it to us, you got in the ring to wrestle us. Giggity. Oh my. Oh my. Amazing how they aren't getting the least bit muddy doing this. Classy. Really classy. And the only thing we're animating is less blinking. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. But it's still not 100% clear. Could you tell me again? Sorry, Les. If you want to see that flashback again, you'll have to load a previously saved game. Yeah, there's that nervous smile again. I wonder if they had a gun trained on her while they were recording this. Anyway, just as we got you pinned, you became delirious. You started speaking in assembly language. Then you got into risk architecture. God, you were brilliant. We started telling you about our research on massively parallel processing. One thing led to another, and here we are. So I spent the last few hours telling you everything I know about computer science? Oh, yeah. Oh, not all the time, Les, but your insights were so illuminating. And then when you started elucidating, I can't stand it. Lecture us again, Les. Lecture us again! I gotta go. Has anybody seen my shorts? Uh, there they are, up on the light fixture. Ah, yes, so they are. But don't go yet, Les. We can't get enough of your diction. Expound on your points again, please. Oh, it's more important I find a phone jack. A phone jack? I'm sure this room has one, but aren't there better things to do right now? You're tiring me out, ladies. No, I'm sorry. Even though I believe it's important to share ideals and information, this isn't the time or place. What could be so important? I'm trying to track down the criminal who snatched my friend Helmut Bean. I heard about that. LaFonda Turner was taken at the same time. That's right. And you're trying to find them. That's so brave. So selfless. So like you, Les. You've given so much of yourself. Isn't there anything we can do for you? Well, there is one thing. Gee, I'm kind of embarrassed to ask, though. Yes? Come on, Les. We'll do anything for you. Well, being computer enthusiasts and all, you wouldn't happen to have a DOS disk with you? Why, of course. You do? But where do you keep it? That's one thing you can't ask. Dominique, or is it Monique, reaches behind her and pulls out her backup copy of MS-DOS version 3.3. Just the thing Les needs to boot up his laptop. Okay, so about the DOS disk. 3.5 inches of pure power. Something Les is very familiar with. Finally, Les can get into something he's a little more familiar with. And I'm going to go ahead and save here because this is where we tend to run into trouble with this. And where I got twice while recording this before realizing, oh wait, I needed to get the password first. 6 watts of light for the price of 5. Murray's into conservation of energy. A handy exit in case one of their boyfriends happens to come by. In a hurry to leave? And yeah, they look way more excited now that they're not having to lie next to the nerd in the bow tie. Our hero. Alright, so boot. Booting. Okay, hack. After connecting the internal modem to the room's phone jack, Les prepares to break into the LAPD database. LaFonda, Leone, Limousine, Lufanista, Lester, Lance, Laboratory, Elvis. Yeah, you don't get the Elvis option unless you go through the whole thing with Blade and the phone. Now Les is in his element. After quickly connecting through the phone line, bypassing security systems, and opening back doors, he lands right in the center of the LAPD database. A couple of minutes careful file navigation and Les starts gathering information. LAPD case info, 1 priority, 2 back burner. Let's see, priority cases. Let's see, priority cases, celebrity disappearances, parking violations, Elvis sightings. Celebrity disappearances, bingo. Eyewitness report, 2 lurking figures at scene of crime, mysterious white limousine. 2 sets of footprints at Bean Mansion, shreds of silver duct tape, fence cut with wire cutters, traces of totally heinous perfume, strands of long hair. Current suspects, none. No suspects? All this evidence and they can't put 2 and 2 together? Let's have a short review. Long hair, wire cutters, duct tape, inconclusive. Limousine, must be someone that thinks they're important and has money. Totally heinous perfume could indicate a woman with bad taste. I know that Helmut just gave the boot to Maladonna, so let's see if the computer knows anything about her. Maladonna. History of insane jealousy. Once tried to impale ex-lover with conical brassiere. Recently endorsed totally heinous perfume. Sometimes seen in company of two dance partners named Boy and Toy. Always travels in white limo. Looks like Maladonna's a prime suspect. But wait! What about the money scam over at Paramount's? Suppose Helmut found out and threatened to expose Goldstein. That can make Abe a suspect too. Let's have a quick look at his file. Abraham Goldstein, head of Paramount Studios, ruthlessly destroys rivals, feuding with stars over contracts, owns fleet of white limos. Looks like Abe Goldstein's also a prime suspect. I'll also have to go over to Paramount's and see what all these people have to say about this. But the room with the two girls who really like computer programming. Yeah, that's the extent of the comedy in this game, and yeah, you run into a total brick wall if you try and hack the computer or get this far without having gone to talk to Blade first. You don't have the option of leaving the hotel room, coming back out, and asking him to hack. It's instant game over. So, yeah, the game tries to screw you by pushing you to club mud before you go and do everything you're supposed to do. But we have overcome that tricky trap, and now we are ready to go to Paramount Studios and start trying to make some headway on this case. Emphasis on the head. Anyway, thank you all for enduring this insane story with me. I hope you're as amused by my pain in navigating it as, well, I was kind of amused by some of this. But anyway, we will pick up the trail at Paramount Studios next time. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined, and I'll see you next time. Take care until then.